fights type of thing. So Green Bay's run defense, it's been good. I think about the matchups against Detroit because they've now played them twice. Similar run game to Chicago, condensed formations, under center. There's some differences, but there's some similarities. Packers have held the Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs, to 3.2 yards per carry. So I think that style of run, the under center outside zone, they're good at defending. And then when I think of the Packers' pass defense and when they've struggled, it's quarterbacks who throw the ball super quickly. Dak Prescott. Quick game, their numbers fall off a cliff. But when quarterbacks hold on to the football, anything over 2.5 seconds, they're one of the best in the NFL. Caleb Williams has the longest time to throw in football. So for him to move the ball on Green Bay, he's going to have to be the most efficient. I think he's capable of that. I've seen him do it. But if I think about the strengths of this Packers defense, whether Mike is going to even have opportunities, I do think they will be there against his quarterback because he holds on to the football.
Yeah, for me, it's the Bears' offense, and it's about the physicality. I do believe that Monungai and DeAndre Swift have become, in a way, very similar to Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. And there was so much that we always put on Detroit about the physicality of their culture, right, and the way that they played on both of the line of scrimmage. But what I've seen in Chicago is that Ben Johnson made that come alive schematically, like he was able to the football field. And I keep thinking about Rico Dowdle. Although that run game in Carolina was different, it was the way that they utilized it, and they kept, Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers off the field. It was able to keep them in good down and distances. And this wasn't even a game where Bryce Young played well.
Right.
And so I'm looking at this game and thinking the run game and the physicality of the Chicago Bears, but also some of what Caleb Williams can do with his legs, because part of that time to throw is him continuing to try to extend and create. And I think that helps him in this week because we know that they're going to get pressure on him up front.
Can I add something to the whole throwing the football thing? It's supposed to be 8 degrees at kickoff at Lambeau. It's going to be real cold, okay? And this is something both teams are very accustomed to playing, and I'm not saying that. But the wind chill. I mean, I know that could impact throwing the football. It matters, and it obviously matters when you have a stout run.
Yeah, I think that matters. I think that matters more for the Green Bay Packers than it does the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, they want to push it downfield.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago likes to as well. I mean, Jordan may be a little bit more comfortable because he's done it. This is kind of Caleb's. I know Caleb grew up on the East Coast, but probably his first time, at least this year, doing it. Yeah. I'd also say Wyatt's injury for Green Bay's defense.
Devontae, it's huge.
Yeah, happened on Thanksgiving. Yeah. What's the impact for their run defense? This is a really good football game. I think it's going to be a very good matchup. If Chicago does what they've been able to do, then the strength of Green Bay's defense.
Run until they stop. 100%.
Why y'all fans so crazy? Like, why? Like, everybody, if you don't say they're going to the Super Bowl, they mad.
We have not been in a situation like this. It has been like decades since both the Bears and the Packers have been above 500.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Like, we haven't been in this kind of situation before. First in the NFC. I don't know how to act.
Yeah, won't y'all be respectful?
Can I ask you a question?
Because we haven't been there before, that's why.
Do you think you found your quarterback of the future?
I do. And our head coach. I do. We haven't even seen the pass game wake up yet, and this team has already figured out ways to win.
You think it'll happen on 8-degree night?
I have found, and if it doesn't, he better learn how to play in 8 degrees. So, it's a lot colder than that in both those places.
The next question is, are they a Super Bowl contender?
That's correct.
You believe?
No.
Be honest.
I think they'll get there eventually.
It's not about the quarterback. That's not the reason why they're not.
Yeah, I just don't think this year. I don't think this year.
It's a defense. This is a bad defense.
Wait,
hold on
a minute.
You think they're not a non-legit Super Bowl contender because the defense and
We're talking about the Bears.
Yeah,
right?
the Bears.
Yeah, it's the defense. That's what's got. This is a bottom 5 defense, guys.
Bottom 5 pass game.
Here's the thing about the quarterback, because I am a believer in the quarterback as well. Inconsistent, but do I believe he could put together like a run yeah, I've seen enough. The playmaking ability, the difficult throws. It's just inconsistency from him. But I think the talent's there, coupled with a dominant, what we all agree is a dominant run game. You flip it to the other side, this defense is like bottom 3 in just about every meaningful metric. They're allowing the highest completion percentage on 15-yard plus throws in the NFL. Jordan Love, we'll see the weather could affect it, but should come out slinging it. That's the reason why I'm skeptical of this team. It's not because of the quarterback and the offense.
See, I think after watching them, I actually believe the Chicago Bears are Super Bowl contenders.
What?
And it's this year.
Right, no one's really good.
Yeah, like this year when you watch,
not really good.
When you watch,
there's not one team.
You think they can run on anyone?
Yeah, when you watch the Chicago Bears, they can run on anyone. And I also believe now you get Kyler Gordon back, you get Jalen Johnson back on the back end, and when you look at the linebacker, to me, the injuries to the linebacker. I believe that the Chicago Bears can make a run. I think that their offense is good enough. I think that their complementary football can work well enough. And the thing they do defensively at a high rate is turn the ball over.
That's not something you can
with
count
Kevin
on.
Byard, with Nashawn Wright. I do believe that this team can go on the run in the playoffs and put themselves in position to win a Super Bowl when I can watch teams like the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams lose to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
that was my point. Like, there's just not one team that has been run away the best team in the NFL. Anyone could get got. That's what it feels like. Go ahead.
Well, I think the NFC West has clearly the two best teams in football in Seattle and LA. Clearly.
Sure, LA just lost to the Panthers, and Seattle can turn the ball over at a high clip. Go ahead.
Yeah, I get your point, though. Here's my thing. I don't think they're legit Super Bowl contenders, no, because the pass game just isn't good enough. And to be clear, America, it's not just Caleb. The pass game is all attached to, the receivers being where they're supposed to be, the timing of the pass concept, the distribution of their spacing. I agree, Caleb's gotten better. He's been clutch. His scramble ability has been fantastic. He's creating less problems for himself, so I totally believe with that. But when it comes to like the Super Bowl run, the pass game would be significantly less than the Rams, significantly less than the Bucs, significantly less than Seattle, significantly less than Green Bay, significantly less than San Francisco. The only one that maybe would be in the conversation is Philly, and we've seen Philly do it at the biggest stage in the biggest moment.
That's more of a concern for you than the pass defense, which is...
Yes, because to the point, RC's point of the people getting healthy, the linebackers have to get healthy, and also, like, sometimes turnovers just, they wave, and they survive a whole season. It's not just like a three-game stretch.
Do you think this is a good defense?
I think the defense is...
Nina, quit trying to turn everyone.
It's just not. I feel crazy.
Yes. I don't believe this is a great defense. But if you're asking me if this defense can be good enough to keep them in football games and help them win games, I do believe that. And I just think that you got to understand, if you're Ben Johnson, how do we play complementary football from an offensive standpoint if it's cold, right? If it's deep, if we're playing against Matthew Stafford to give us a chance to win. Yeah. Matthew Stafford is so talented and so good, he's going to put the football in harm's way at some point.
Who's forcing Matthew Stafford off his spot?
Right,
they can't get to the
So let me ask you this. They get into the playoffs, and I think the Bears will get in. I think so, right? Yeah. And they got to play against a Green Bay in the playoffs, or a LA in the playoffs, or Seattle in the playoffs, and they don't get the takeaways defensively. You think that's going to be the reason they get held back rather than the pass game not being good enough?
I don't trust that this defense against any of the offenses. Forget the takeaways. Just generally, this defense is like bottom 3 in yards per play allowed. They're allowing explosives. They're bad against the run. They can't get after the quarterback. I feel like
I agree with all those things, and they're still 9-3. Yeah. Like to me, this is the first year I've had to try to shift my perceptions based off of what I'm feeling and seeing.
Okay.
Right? Because when I feel and I see them, and I'm like, this isn't great. And then you get to the end of the game, and they find answers.
Let's revisit this after this weekend.
Games like that.
After the Packers offense, I'm just saying.
Games like that don't go on Super Bowl runs. They just don't.
Okay. Well, again, this year does feel a little bit different with the way the year is shaking out.
They got to start reading the question. The question ain't, will they win a Super Bowl? Do you pick them to win the Super Bowl?
Are they legit
contenders?
Which remains to be seen. But if they can beat the Packers twice in 3 weeks, I think we will be having a very different conversation.
100%.
I know you hate the ifs. I'm just saying we will be. Coming up on First Take, the Cowboys and Lions have a pivotal NFC matchup tonight. Who will be the X factor? We will